It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports, and we have an NFC North showdown on ESPN. It's the Minnesota Vikings squared off against the Chicago Bears here in Week 1. Are you ready for some football?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first.
Off play action. Here's Williams. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that is incomplete. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On second down, here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
15-yard line, they work first and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now he is in. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
But no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 33-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll go underneath to Swift.
On pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7 apiece. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. Open man, right side, he's got it. It's 1st and 10. This pass, right side, gonna be caught by Addison.
Hand as fast as possible, and sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That one on target to Moore. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They run it once more with Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 4. On the draw, here's Jones. He's going to have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Again, it'll be Jones. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. To throw, it's McCarthy. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Operating from the shotgun, in trouble, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. That'll be caught, and he's not going to get in. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. And this is taken in by the defense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.